Okay, the quiz is here. Submit it to the Microsoft team. Is due 11:15. Okay. You can look at your note, but don't ask your friend. Don't ask your friend. Do it all by yourself. Okay. Don't ask. Don't look. Do it all by yourself. You can look at your own note, but not your friends. Okay, I give you x0. You just show me only how to find x1 and x2. 4 more minutes.อะไรนะคะหา x 1 x 2เป็นตัวเลขค่ะ มือถือไม่มีเหรอจ๊ะ ใช้ได้ In this course, you are allowed to use calculator, okay? And please also for the exam, you have to bring your own calculator, not your telephone. Give me the values of x1 and x2, okay? No talking. You want? It's considered as speaking, okay? If you just ask your friend, the missing the clip. With the ordinance system, everybody has to go to your own. I told you that you have your right to use your calculator. You can look at your own note. You do it all by yourself. Then that's what you work out. And you cut off the pieces. And then you combine that for the midterm and final exam score. Okay? Submit your work now, please. Team ค่ะ Submit in Microsoft Team. I don't know what's wrong with this. I hope you guys see the quiz that I created today. December 15. You find it? Whoever show up now, if you cannot do it, take the picture and submit this work. And for someone who already done, submit your work. Okay. Who just arrived, I give you a quiz, but take the picture of this and submit it now. No more, okay? Okay. So for this, okay, 11, 18. So now for the Newton method. So fx is x to the fourth plus 4x minus 5. So from the Newton method, you need to find the derivative of the function, which is going to be 4x to the third plus 4. Okay? So your formula would be x sub n plus 1 equal to x sub n minus fx, which is x to the fourth, xn to the fourth plus 4xn minus 5 divided by 4xn to the third plus 4. Okay? So this is just the formula to calculate by using Newton method. Okay? So now I give you x0 equal to what? To 2. I ask you to find x1. It's very simple. X1 is x0. I'm just like x0 here. You whatever you have, you plug in number 2 for x0. Okay? So you will get 2, 2 minus 2 to the fourth plus 4 times 2 minus 5 divided by 4 times 2 to the third plus 4. Okay? Equal to 2 minus 16 plus 8. Okay, 1. So I'm not good. 16 บวก8ลบ5 Okay, if you have this, you get x1, and then x2 is gonna be what? It's gonna be 1.472 minus 1.472 to the fourth plus 4 times 1.472 minus 5 divided by 4 times 1.472 to the third plus 4.
Okay. So whatever it is, so you can have okay. So this is how we get x1 and x2. All right. So next Tuesday, I will give one more quiz. Okay. And I will see if the honor system doesn't work out, I will cut off the score. Okay. And then I will combine that to the midterm and the final exam. Okay. I have only the homework, the small amount. Okay. So that I will not need to be worried about cheating when we do the quiz. All right. So it's just a minimal. Okay. It's not big deal. Okay. So last time we talked about the interpolation problems. Okay. So this is just the example of the interpolation problems. So they will say that this is more like an engineering problems or in science. Okay. So the viscosity of water has been experimentally determined at a different temperature, indicate the following table. So they have the relationship between the temperature and the viscosity. It means that how, if you can think like oil, okay, in the cold water, and you drop some ball into the ball into the tank with the high, low temperature and high temperature. The viscosity of the water of the some solution, it shouldn't be water, but maybe in the some kind of solution. They want to see that how it related. So if we say T is the time, T is the capital T is the temperature. So the viscosity is depend on temperature. Okay. So they have some kind of data at the temperature at the freezing point at 0 degrees Celsius and 5 and 10 and 15. But someone may ask, like, I want to know the viscosity when the temperature is 8 degrees. Okay. So this is something that we interested in finding the viscosity between the number 5 and 10. So we use the interpolation. So you have to plot the graph and see how it's related. Okay. So you will see that last time, yeah, this is some example that we can plot the graph. Okay. Plot the graph and see how it's work. Okay. Suppose 5. Okay. So one way that we do the interpolation, the values between the known values using the this microphone. That's why I'm just think that I'm just. Oh, hello. Okay. I don't know why I shout. I'm just sore throat. Okay. So you guys can hear me, right? Okay. So now we try to find the temperature, the viscosity at 8-degree temperature. Okay. So that's why we want to connect all these values. So maybe we can connect that by a straight line. Okay. Straight line, which is the polynomial of degree 1. Okay. If you have a straight line that equal to each other, okay, which is parallel to the x-axis, so it's polynomial degree 0. Okay. So last time we've been talking about that, and we know that if we have some kind of data point, so we have 2 points to data. We can always find a line that pass through these 2 points, okay, by connect these 2 lines, okay. And this line is called polynomial degree 1. And this polynomial degree 1 composed of the general form is written as some constant a times x plus b, okay. So let me just say that a plus bx. So it's so I will increase the power later, okay? Or if I have the 2 point like this, it's gonna be polynomial degree 0, okay? Which is, suppose this is 2, so this is 2, like this. Okay. So now it can be written as 2 plus 0 times x. You can think that polynomial degree 0 is the part of the polynomial degree 1, where the constant is 0, okay? And toward the end, I will also give you another quiz, okay? I will give you another quiz for the interpolation, okay? I just want the student, this is just a part of learning. You don't need to show up if you not need to learn, okay? But it's just the part that you come to class, you learn, you listen, and you think, and you try to follow. That's easy way to learn, okay? I already provide you the textbook. If you can read and understand textbook, that's fine, okay? The thing is, if you come here, you try to understand, okay? I try to tell you the logic behind the computation, okay? So, but maybe you might not interested, or you'll be able to read from the textbook and understand, that's also fine too, okay? So the quizzes is just minimal, okay? It's minimal. I don't want you guys to come and waste your time. You have to dress up, you have to leave the house, okay? I also, oh, yeah, I also have the Zoom meeting, okay? So it's okay for me. You guys don't need to come, okay? You have a quiz, and if you online, that's fine, okay? So now, so this is, I want you guys to learn and think, okay? And pay attention in class. You do not need to play extra. I see many people spend your parents' money for the tutor. Even someone hired the tutor to sit in my class, okay? This happened. It's not, at first I thought that, oh, it's kind of funny. You paid, but someone did that. Okay. I don't know why, but I think that this class is not too difficult to follow. And it is straightforward. Okay. It's straightforward. I hope that this gonna be some kind of the helping tools for your career in the future. Okay. Because this is just the way of thinking. This mathematics and algorithms. Okay. Whenever you do programming or maybe your career part, you have to gone through of programming. This is the way that you think. Okay. So this is easy algorithms. Now okay, I'm sorry that I'm kind of like the old people just complain things, but I just really to point out, okay? I'm sorry, I apologize if I'm just talk too much. I know that nowadays kid doesn't want to hear older people say something, okay? I did not want to blame you, but I just want to teach you guys that just pay attention and hours and 15 minutes each day in class. That save a lot of time, okay? They save a lot of time. And in this class, it's not so many talking. You can see that I will write down each step for you guys, okay? Now, what I want to say here is even polynomial degree 0. Polynomial degree 0, okay? So this polynomial degree 0 is the part of polynomial degree 1, okay? So in which that the coefficients here b equal to 0, you get polynomial degree 0. And the other things that if you have 3 points, 3 data, you can fit all those 3 data by using the part of parabola. So the part of parabola, which is polynomial degree 2. So I can write down P2x is going to be A plus BX plus CX squared. Okay. Everybody should recognize that this is the parabola equation. Okay. But in general form, it's polynomial degree 2. Or I have the 3 point, which is like this. So you can connect all these 3 points by using polynomial degree 1, which is maybe a plus bx. It means plus 0x squared. Or you have the other type, which means you might have the polynomial degree 0. Okay. Polynomial degree 0, which is a, maybe something like this. Okay. A plus 0x plus 0x squared. Okay. So why I show you this? Because now I will do more generalized, okay? I will say that if you have 3 set of data, you have fit this polynomial a, find the interpolation that pass through these 3 points using polynomial degree 2. If you have 2 points, you find with polynomial degree 1. So I will say in general, if you have data set data with n plus 1 point, okay, you can find the polynomial of degree n, okay? So the standard form, normally people know that polynomial degree n is like, I use A0, okay? Instead of A, B, C, and D, I use the subscript A0, A1 associate with x to the power 1 plus A2 x squared plus A3 x to the third plus and so on plus A to the n x to the n. Okay. So you can see that this is polynomial degree n. For polynomial degree n, you have n plus 1 unknowns. Okay? You have n plus 1 unknown. When I say unknown, it means A0, A1, A2, A3, up to AN. So you can see that if I talk about polynomial degree 2, you have 0, 1, 2, you have 3 unknowns. If you have 4 points, you fit with polynomial degree 3. Polynomial degree 3 has 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 unknowns. Okay. So, yeah. Now, suppose you have this data. X is 1.4, Y is 3.37, X is 1.25, Y is 3.9. You try to find, you have data, two data. You want to find polynomial degree 1. Polynomial degree 1. Okay, let's just. Okay. So polynomial degree 1. How you write it? Y equal to A plus B times X. Or you can use the straight line, okay? Straight line equation, but let's just assuming that you use this notation, okay? A plus BX. So Y in this case, for the interpolation, what do you want? You want that if you replace X with 1.4, the values of Y must be 3.7. So you have two equations and two unknown. You have A plus B times 1.4 equal to 3.7, and A plus B times 1.25 equal to 3.9. Okay? So for this one, you can call this as the first equation. This is second equation. So two equations, two unknown, you should be able to find the values of A and B. So if I have equation 1 subtract by equation 2, what would I get? I will get 1.4 minus 1.25 times B equal to 3.7 minus 3.9. So you can get the values of B. B is minus 0.2 divided by what? 0.15. Okay. So you will get the values B. 2 over 17. So you guys can continue finding the values of A, okay? Okay. Minus sign, okay? You get minus sign here. And then you can find the values of A. A from equation 1, okay, is 3.7 minus B, which is minus 1.333 times 1.4. You will get the values of A. Okay, so you get the values of A and B. Okay, you get the values of A, which is 5.5622. So your equation would be y equal to 5.5662 plus minus 1.333x. Okay, so this is how you get the values A and B. Suppose you have three values. Okay, suppose you have three values here. I will write down that this is fit with polynomial degree 2, which is A plus BX plus CX squared. Okay, and now from the first point, the orange point, you will get that P2 is, you replace wherever you see X, you plug in 1/3. And the values, the total number is 2. Okay. Second one, replace X by 1/4. So you get 1/4, 1/4 square. And the values of Y is -1. And this one, A, B, and C. Okay. So you have replace X by 1. You will have 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 1 here if you replace X. And the values of the function equal to 7. So for here, you have 3 equations and 3 unknowns. Okay. So you should be able to find the values of A, B, and C. Okay. But I will not find it this way because I think that to do this is kind of difficult. Okay. Difficult. In the old days, difficult. Okay. You can think that if you have 4 points, you will have 4 unknowns. 4 unknowns. I don't know if I have. Okay. Yeah. 4 points. You have 4 unknowns. For this 4 unknown, you have A plus BX plus CX squared plus DX to the third. So for this given data, you should be able to find A, B, C, and D. Okay. 4 equation and 4 unknown is do it by hand, maybe half an hour. Okay. You do separately, and after that, you check with your friend. Maybe you not get the same number. Okay. But here, it's kind of difficult to find. It's difficult to find the values A, B, C, and D. So Newton, he's very, very smart guy. Okay. So Newton say, okay, if you write this way, you cannot take advantage of making thing equal to 0. For here, you can see that if you have X and if you have 0, you can get the values of A directly. So this A equal to 3, right? So now he think that, okay, if I can take advantage by making thing equal to 0, by making things equal to 0, that will be easy for the calculation, okay? For the calculation. So I will say that now I want to, use what I call the Newton form of polynomial, okay? So let's see. I have 2 points. I find the straight line that connect these 2 points, okay? So let me say that this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and 2, maybe like this. Okay, I call X as X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Maybe like use X1, X0, X1, okay? X0, Y0, X1, Y1. Now I say that the straightforward, I say Y equal to A plus B times X, right? So I have 2 equations. I get A plus B times 1 equal to 2. And I have A plus B times 3 equal to 2. Okay. No, I shouldn't make the same number. Because make the same number, that's kind of easy, right? Okay. So I have these two equation. I find the values of A and B. No, it's 2B. Okay. I get the values of A and B. I get equation Y equal to 1 plus X. This is my equation for represent these two data. But here I have to solve the system of equation. Now let's see that what is the Newton form, okay? He said that instead of that, you get Y equal to A plus B. Instead of multiply by X, he said X minus 1 with this value 1, okay? He just write it in different form, but it's still polynomial degree 1, right? This is still polynomial degree 1 because you have x to the power 1. You see? Why I writing in this form is kind of easy, okay? Why is that? Because if I say, okay, it fit with this form. So at the first point, at the point 1, 2. I plug it in, I will get A plus B times X in this case is 1 minus 1 equal to 2. What do I get? I get A right away, right? I get A. This implies that A equal to 2. Okay? And now at the second point is 3, 4. You will get A plus B times 3 minus 1 equal to 4. But now you know that A is from here. A is 2. So I plug in number 2 here. Okay? Can I get B? I can get B very easy. B is 4 minus 2 divided by 2. B is 1. Okay. Now I get the equation Y equal to A is 2 plus B is 1 times X minus 1. And I simplify it. I will get 1 plus X, which is the same thing as this above. Okay, the same thing. But for this one, it's easy for me to solve for A and B. Okay, so for A and B. How about if I have three data? Three data like this, okay? Mm. If you have data like this, okay, you have data like this, what would be the Newton form? Okay. What would be the Newton form? I will write it to you that if I say, maybe I'll do it later. Okay. I use the number with the have X and Y. Suppose I have 3 points, okay? I will write down that my polynomial degree, what? 3 points is supposed to be fit with the interpolation that pass through all these 3 points gonna be something at most polynomial degree 2. So you expect to have something with x squared, okay? So or x times x, okay? So I will say that my function in the Newton form is gonna be a times b. So now I say I will take advantage of one, the first point. I will say, okay, make this term to be 0, okay? If I replace x equal to 1, this term will be 0, right? And then for BC, it's gonna be x minus 1, of course. And I can say that if I plug in number 3 in here, this term gonna be 0. If I plug in 1 here, this term 0, this term 0. If I plug in x equal to 3, this term will be 0. Okay. And if I write down like this is going to be my polynomial degree 2, because you can see that this term multiplied by this term, you have x squared. Okay. You have x squared. So now, for the first part, you get a plus okay. At the first point, I will replace x by number 1. And the equation must be 2. At the second point, if I replace x by 3, 3, 3. And this must be 1. Okay. If I plug in 5, 5, 5, and this must be 4. Okay. You guys follow me? Okay. So now you will see that this term is 0 because 1 minus 1 is 0. This term is 0 because 1 minus 1 is 0. So the first equation, you get what? You get a equal to 2. Okay. So now I plug in 2 here. Three minus 1 is 2. It's not 0. But 3 minus 3 is 0. What would you get? You can get B easily. So B is one minus 2 divided by 2, which is minus 1. Okay. B is minus 1. 1 over 2, right? Sorry. 1 over 2. Okay. So now I replace b by minus 1 over 2, a by 2. So now I can find c, right? I can find c. C is 4 minus 2, the green one. 5 minus 1 is 4. Divided by 2, you get minus 2, right? So you get minus 2 from the green one here, A. And then minus 2, move to the right is plus 2. Divided by 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 minus 3 is 2. Divided by 8. So you get 4 over 8, which is 1 over 2. Okay, 1 over 2. So you get A equal to 2, B equal to minus 1 over 2, and C equal to 1 over 2. Okay? If I have, let's see, okay, this one. Okay? If I have this data, if I do the general form, you have 4 equations and 4 unknown, right? Now I will write down my Newton form or polynomial, and you can see that it's easy to find. Let's see one. Okay? X and Y. So now, what is the equation? Y equal to A. So this is 4 points. You try to find polynomial degree 3 that pass through the point. So it's instead A plus B. I want to take advantage of 0 by making this one, this the use of this one, minus 1. So it's going to be X minus 1, so it's X plus 1. B, C. So X plus 1 there, multiplied by X minus 0. So polynomial degree 2. Now C, D, X minus plus 1, X minus 0, and X minus 1, D, plus A, B, C, D. Yeah. Is it enough? Yes, because we want polynomial degree 3, right? Okay. So this one is minus 1. Here is minus 1, 0, x 0 here. And then 1. Okay. So at the first point, 1 minus 1, you get A equal to 1, right? Why I get A equal to 1? Because if I plug in X equal to minus 1, so I get minus 1 plus 1 is 0. Minus 1 plus 1, 0. minus 1 plus 1 here, 0. So I get A is equal to 1. Y is 1. For B, I get A plus, if I plug in 0, 0, 0. Wherever you see X, you plug in 0. Okay? You get A plus B times 1 plus 0 plus 0. Okay? Equal to what? A plus B equal to 3. But A, you know, A is 1. You can get B. B is 3 minus 1 equal to 2. Okay? B is 2. The third equation, you get A plus B, which is 2, times X is 1 plus 1. A is 1. Let me just write down that so someone will confuse, okay? Okay. Now, if I replace X by number 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, it's going to be equal to what? 4. Okay. And 1 minus 1 is 0. So this term 0. Okay. Because 1 minus 1 here. Okay. So now you get A is 1. Oops. A is 1. B is 2. Time X is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. Plus C times 1 plus 1 is 2. 1 plus 0 is 1. Plus D times 2 times 1. Wait, 0. Okay. Equal to 4. Okay. So now this is 0. So you can get C. C is 4 minus what? 5 divided by 2, which is minus 1 over 2. Okay, so you get A, B, and C, and then you can find D. D is the last point when X replaced by number 2. Two plus 1 is 3, plus C times 2 plus 1 is 3 times 2, plus D times 3 times 2 times 2 minus 1 is 1, equal to 5. Okay? Thus you can get the values of D. Because A, B, C is minus 1 over 2, B is 2, 1. You can solve for D, okay? You can solve for D. This is how you will get the values A, B, C, D. Five, okay, so D is 1/6, okay? So you will get A, B, C, and D. And you'll be able to write down the form. You plug in the values A here. A is 1, B is 2, C is -1/2, and D is 1/6. Okay. So before I give you the last quiz for today, okay? So I will say that if I have data set x0, y0, x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, and so on to xn, yn. Newton form of polynomial would be Pnx polynomial degree n, okay? Because you have n plus 1 data. Okay, 1, 2, 3. If I give you 3 points, you fit with polynomial degree 2. If I give you 4 points, yeah, 4 points fit with polynomial degree 3. Okay, n plus 1 point fit with polynomial degree n. So it's going to be like a0 plus a1 x minus x0, the first point, plus a2 x minus x0, x minus x1, plus a3 x minus x0, x minus x1, x minus x2, and so on. Okay, so for the last one, an, you have x minus the first one, x minus the second one, x minus the third one, and so on, until the last one is x minus x n minus 1. Okay? N minus 1. Yeah. So this is how you get it. Okay? Okay. Okay. Newton form of polynomial. So okay. due 12:20, okay? Do it your own. You guys have been warned, okay? I talk about quiz is the discipline. I said I teach you, I just taught you. You have your own lecture. You do it all by yourself. Okay. I give you guys the second chance already for today. Okay. It's not a matter of right or wrong or get any points. I try to teach you the discipline. I use honorable system. I ask you to do the quiz all by yourself. You can look at your note. But you guys still like talking to each other. Okay. Maybe I think I'm wrong. We cannot use the honor system to the this is small class. Have to respect yourself, guys. If you finish, you can submit it. It's in the quiz 2-2 in Microsoft Team, and you may leave.มานี่สิหนูมานี่มานี่ Yeah. I want you to come down and you sit here. Yes. Just only you. Yeah. You can come down and you sit here and you will see how I see it. Please. Just come and sit here. And I want you guys to see from your view. You see everything? When people come and look at this one and talk to each other. Okay? You see that, right? Okay. Thank you. You may leave. Okay. One at a time. โอเคค่ะ ไม่ต้องบอกก็ได้ค่ะ Okay. Can you tell her the one with the black mask? Okay. Because her friend doesn't belong to this class anyway. Yeah. The one, yeah, with the black mask. Please come down. You come down. Okay, we might take turn, okay? Come down and stay in my view. I want you guys to see my view, okay? You might not have a chance to see. You come and sit here. You just sit here. Yeah, sit. And you look at your friend.
What?
Look at how you see people. If your friend turn around and talk to your friends, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I just want you to feel how I feel. Okay.
Okay.
You understand what I'm trying to tell?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, you go. Yeah. Okay. You may leave. Okay, I'll see you guys next week. Have a good weekend. Any question?
I didn't have.
Okay, come ask. You can ask.